Hi there and welcome. This is Jennifer. I'm excited to do a Lawn Fawn product release close-up video for you today. A lot of people asked if I'd be doing this, and I'm excited because these products are really wonderful. There are new stamps, dies, and even a few new inks. I'm going to show you a closer look at them, share a few ideas for using them, and hopefully it'll help you decide if any of the products are things that you need to have in your own stash. So let's just dive right in. This is the Lawn Fawn Mermaid for you. This is a stamp set that I'm most excited about because I think these little mermaids are adorable and they look like my daughter Lila. Now these are great because there's a lot of different things to build up a bunch of different scenes. So it's not like just one kind of card design can come out of it. A lot of card designs can come out of it. I want to do a long window panel down the front of a card that's see-through, have a little mermaid swimming down through it, and then put little fish on that window and such. You could do a bunch of different shaker cards out of this stamp set also. I also think it would be fun to kind of cut up and layer little sequins for the mermaid tail to add lots of texture. That could be a lot of fun also. I bet there will be a lot of great samples from the Lawn Fawn design team. Be sure to check those out too because this is going to be a very popular set. And as always, Lawn Fawn does have coordinating dies available for this stamp set. They're really good about making a lot of dies in that set to cut out every little piece. Next, we have the big Scripty Words. This is one of those stamp sets that made me smile when I saw it. I like large sentiments because they really fill in a lot of space, and this is really unique. And I'll talk about some different things you can do with this. I also like that they have coordinating dies for this so that you can stamp the greeting and then also cut it out so you can add some dimension to them. Another stamp set in this release is Yay Kites, and this has two similar greetings on the bottom, the yay and the hello. Now what's fun about this is you could use these greetings sideways and have them be the kite string so that the greeting is actually part of the kite string, or you could even stamp them with balloon stamps or dies that you may already have. I love these little animals and that they have their hand up. So you can put a kite in there, or you could put a balloon in there, or a flower in there, or a birthday cake or anything. So you can combine these critters with other stamp sets you have. I also like how Lawn Fawn always thinks of the details. They have these tiny little detail images that you can add to the images to build them up, like the little bow ties for the kite strings. And check out the coordinating dies for this set. You can get these too. It cuts out so many different pieces from the stamp set. Next, we have Flamingo Together. Flamingos are so popular right now, and what sets these apart from others is how simple the images are, so you can do some really quick coloring, or you can experiment and do some fun things with it. I also like how unique the greetings are. They have the We Flamingo Together, different things that you can build up with those sentiments. I also like how there are the palm trees that you can stamp together to create a fun background. These little flamingos would be great on maybe like a shaker window on a card, or you could do maybe like a sunset background behind it. I plan to break out some of my old flocking materials and try to add some pink texture to their wings. Next, we have the So Smooth stamp set, and this one is really unique. Now, of course, I'm thinking shaker cards once again. I don't know why Lawn Fawn always makes me think of shaker cards, but I think it would be fun to stamp that blender there and cut out the opening of it and make it shake so you can see things shaking inside of the blender. I also like the little fun fruity drinks and the tiny little smiles you can add to them. So you can maybe stamp a little drink, put a little smile and sunglasses on it, and create some fun and playful cards. And of course, as always, Lawn Fawn has great punny little greetings in the stamp set. Okay, so now we have the Dad and Me stamp set. I always love when there's stamps that I can use for my son and for my husband. And what I really want to do with this great set is to do a layered card. So this is my idea, and I wish I would have had time to pull it together. There's a sentiment in here that says, I think you're very funny. And I want to stamp inside the card this little bear. Then on the outside, I'm going to have a window that shows through, and I'm just going to stamp those glasses and that nose so that when you have the card close, the bear has the glasses and nose on, but when you open it, it's just the bear. And I thought that would be really fun. There are a lot of great ways you can build this up with the little faces that you can add to it, or you can make it a more serious card with the other greetings in here. As always, Lawn Fawn has some super small stamp sets in their release. My favorite is the Smart Cookie stamp set. You can put different faces on this. You can even put a graduation hat on its head. Great for little notes for your kids. There's also the Believe in Yourself stamp set and the You're Stinkin Cute stamp set. You can put the little heart or the flower in the skunk's hand. Now these are fun for quick little cards and practicing coloring with any different medium you like. And there are coordinating dies available for each of them. There's also the Plan On It calendar stamp set. Now, if you're a planner, this is a great one. I really like that it has the numbers inside the little circles and the tiny little icons that go with it. I want to use those little icons to decorate my envelopes. So like the little sunshine, the flower, the rainbow. I thought that'd be fun to stamp kind of on the back of an envelope or next to the recipient's name on the front. Okay, so moving on to the dies, we have the Smile die cut. I like that this is bold, so you can stamp on it and decorate it, and it's nice and big. There's also the more dainty Get Well greeting. The Lawn Fawn has many like this. I like that this is longer and very detailed, so you can stretch it across a card, even put it diagonal on a card in either a horizontal or vertical orientation. These are fun because if maybe you kind of stamp a background and do lots of fun things and you forgot a greeting, this is a good one to just kind of stick on as an afterthought. Now we have the Shooting Star die set. This has the little rainbow. It has little kind of star decorations for the background and then the two different sizes of stars. And I think these would be fun to cut out of either fun foam or felt and kind of create a dimensional looking card. There's also the sun and the moon, which are great for just basic little elements to add to the background scenes of cards. It's fun to use Lawn Fawn stamps to create scenes, and this will help with that. Now, I will admit there's a few different shapes that I'm picky about, and one of them is clouds. I'm really picky about my clouds, and I love these cloud dies. So we have the simple puffy clouds on the left, which just cut out the clouds. Then we have the simple puffy cloud frames, which cut out the outline like you see me holding here. And they match up, so you can do lots of fun layering. I think it'd be fun to cut these out of maybe felt and add them to a background. They're just great to kind of build a scene. Here is a very unique stamp set called Make Me Smile. There are different size smiley faces that you can cut out of other die cuts. So here I have a tiny little cloud, and I die cut a tiny little face from it using this Make Me Smile die set. There are different expressions, different sizes. I think this would be fun to add a little playful fun to any die cuts that you may have. Here's the Stitched Kite. It has different pieces that you can layer together, and it offers that faux stitched look. So once you kind of cut this from different papers and layer it up, you have a nice finished look to it. This goes nicely with the Yay Kite stamp set that I showed you earlier in this video. Next up is the Flower Power die set. I like that this cuts those little slits, so you could even do some fun weaving with these. They'd be fun to cut from craft foam or felt. You could even use those little faces that I showed you before and put some fun happy faces into the center of the flowers. So the die set that I think is the winner from this release is the Slide On Over die set. This is definitely a must-have. You use these dies to create slider cards where you can kind of tip a card and a little image will go sliding across a card or rotating across a card. And they coordinate nicely with a lot of the border dies that Lawn Fawn has. I promise I'll do a video soon showing how to create these slider cards. But in the meantime, Kelly from Lawn Fawn created an excellent video on how to create slider cards, and I'll link to that at the end of my video. But this is definitely a die set you'll need to have. Lawn Fawn also has come out with several cross-stitch die sets. First up is the circle. In this set, I have put together both the large and the small. The biggest circle in the large set is 4 inches in diameter, and the biggest circle in the small set is 3.5 inches in diameter. And this provides a tiny little X's around the inside of the cutting edge that gives a nice, fun finish to what you create. I like that these X's are large, so you can really see them when you die cut. In this pocket, I've put both the large and the small cross-stitch square sets together. The large set has the 4.5 inch across square as the biggest, and the biggest in the smaller set is 4 inches across, and then they alternate to get smaller in size. Between the two, you could pretty much have every size that you need. I like that Lawn Fawn offers both the large and the small sets, so you can really build up a nice collection by having both. There are also the rectangle sets that have this cross-stitch feature. Here in this folder, I have the large and the small set. The largest in the large set is 4.25 by 5.5, so it creates an entire card front. The largest in the small set is 4 by 5.25. So you can really get everything you need, and you can see every other one belongs to the different sets. So I like that Lawn Fawn offers these. If you're looking for good basic shape die cuts, check theirs out. Okay, now we have the Grassy Hillside borders, and these would be so much fun to die cut a border from felt so you can have some texture to it, and then put any of the Lawn Fawn critters along with it. And since Lawn Fawn is so good about creating scene pieces, they have the stitched border dies for mountains. So you can create these to create backgrounds for all of your different scene cards. Now last but definitely not least are 3 new colors in the Lawn Fawn ink collection. This is an excellent dye ink, and I will link at the end of this video to an information video about the different properties of Lawn Fawn inks. It's definitely one of my favorite ink lines. The 3 new colors in this collection are Blue Jay, Chili Pepper, and Guava. Now this Blue Jay is more of a royal navy than the deep sea that they had offered in the past. It's definitely a great navy. I've been looking for a good navy, and I'm really happy with Blue Jay. Next we have the Guava. Now this is like a rich, darker peach. It's the one I have in my left hand here. It's a little bit darker than the Wild Rose. They go together nicely. And the Chili Pepper is even darker than that. Those 3 go together beautifully. That Guava is a new favorite color of mine. But all 3 of these colors are very unique from what I already have. So there is a super quick look at the new release from Lawn Fawn. I link to where you can find these products below in my YouTube description. I hope this video is helpful in helping you decide if you need any of these stamps and some ideas for using them. To find more information, you can click on my logo here on the top left. That'll take you over to a blog post where I'm giving away some Lawn Fawn products. In the middle, you can see some videos from Lawn Fawn that might be helpful to you, and also an information video about Lawn Fawn inks. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back soon with another video. Have a great day.